Hello guys, so today we're going to play chapter 2 of Ulio, the Lion and the Cat. Years passed. Ulug felt his strength fading while he watched Ulio grow at his court. Ulug often had a painful flinch of his lips when he looked upon the foundling. He watched the boy with the bright eyes chasing across the yard and doing exceedingly well at his fencing lessons. One day this child would follow him on the throne. Ulug saw the day coming, and the thought made him clench his fist under his coat. The proud little prince noticed his father stare. Whenever Ulug was near, Ulio's shoulders stiffened, and he would lower his head. Why did his father have this strange twitch in the face whenever he looked upon him? Ulio had reached his 18th year now. The war had been there ever since he could remember, and yet his father had never taken him to battle. Other men of his age had long been recruited, only Ulio would stay behind when his father and his men left. The Lord seemed to hold his hand over the brazen old king, because no stray arrow ever seemed to hit him. Only the number of his men was smaller each time he returned. Sometimes Ulio would spend hours gazing out of the castle over the woods into the distance, where trails of smoke went up from burning villages and battlefields. The castle was a haven. Fear and death raged outside, but the walls were safe, and yet the safety of the castle started to stifle the prince. He looked upon his father's warriors with admiration and greedily soaked in their stories of the world outside. Even the greatest horror seemed to be more alluring than the emptiness of his castle life, and his father's trick whenever he looked at him out of his grim and wrinkly face. Outside was a place where he could prove himself to his father, if only his father would let him. Alright, let's start. The battle is for grown men, Ulio. You stay here until I return. Yes, father. Let's go. Lock the gates. Alright. Ulio. Ulio would like to find a way out of the castle, but the gates are locked. Ulio must survive. Alright, we want to go to the in section. Guard, friendly. My prince, I've been ordered to entertain you. Ah, thank you. It is locked. There is a haystack below the tower. I wonder. Haha, bye, you fool. Go and entertain the surly wenches. Prince Ulio, come back at once. Your father will fry you alive. As Ulio stepped into the glade, a tree fell behind him and blocked the path. Alright, we are now in the wilderness. Ulio wants to take part in his father's battle. Bring him to the battleground. Alright, let's save. Save. Alright, so we're going to the battlefield.
Mittlere Route 3. Team. Team. Route 3.
The prince, we shall send his severed head to his father. Enemy soldier.
Mittlere Route 3.
Then bandits. White-hot rage exploded in Ulio's stomach. He would go after those cowards and force them to make a stand.
Mittlere Route 3. Mittlere Route 3.
God-fearing villains.
Mittlere Route 3. Mittlere Route 3. Team.
Ah!
Team. Mittlere Route 3.
As the last assassin fell with an ear-shattering scream, Ulio heard the thundering of hooves. He would have to hide from the riders. Then he glanced around and saw house with the well. The well! He must go into the well.
Team.
Look there, some of our men have been slain. Where are those dirty polecats who did this? The house is deserted. I just look into the window. This house. Ulug's men shall not rejoice for long. One of their villages is nearby. Throw those swines in their own blood. Ulio spitting water. As Ulio climbed out of the well, he heard screams ringing out. They came from the direction where the riders had gone. And although he had only just hidden from the riders, Ulio decided to follow the screams.
Route 3.
Alright. There is a village up north which needs dire help. Bring Ulio to the top corner of the map. Yes, this is a bit mad. Ulio successfully hid from the riders a moment ago, and now he is running after them. But Ulio has made up his mind. Besides, you only live once. And you only die once. Okay.
Route 3.
Stand and deliver. Wait a minute. Isn't this Prince Ulio? Bandit. Yes, we'll get a huge ransom for him. Call him, guys, but don't hurt him. Ulio. You haven't seen any riders coming along this way by coincidence. Yes, but they did not see us. We're not stupid to attack such a strong force, and now my prince...
Route 3.
You've got to work hard for your ransom, friends. Catch me if you can. Stop him!
Route 3. Route 3.
Alright,
Charge!
Oh, bandits, charge them. Bandits defeated. Haha, it looks good to have those fools kill each other. You rescued our village. Thank you, Prince Ulio. Thank you. You're welcome, you will feed from now. I must be on my way. I want to join my father in battle.
Team. Route 3.
Meanwhile, outrageous. People have been beheaded for less. My army is waiting for me. Nervously, I beg your pardon, your majesty, but fixing a horseshoe takes some time. I'm working as fast as I can.
Mittlere Route 3.
The battlefield is down in the south. I'm on the right
Team.
way. I just hope I won't
Team.
run into my father too early.
Mittlere Route 3. Team. Team.
Alright, let's see. Another time.
Team. Route 3. Route 3. Mittlere Route 3. Riding dash. Mittlere Route 3. Mittlere Route 3. Riding dash. Team. Route 3. Team.
Alright, kill these boots.
Route 3. Team.
And then rank train.
Team. Route 3. Team. Mittlere Route 3. Team. Route 3. Mittlere Route 3. Route 3. Team. Mittlere Route 3. Route 3. Team. Route 3. Route 3. Route 3. Mittlere Route 3. Team. Route 3.
Alright, there is mountain tops.
Team.
Broken cart.
Route 3.
Let's see.
Route 3. Team.
Welcome, my prince. Has your father sent you? Blushing. Oh, why? Yes, of course he sent me. I see. Wait a minute. I shall inform my soldiers. Okay, listen up, everybody. Our king has sent his own son to take over the command of this battle. Well, actually, I just came to... 3 cheers for Prince Ulio. My prince, we are waiting your orders. Click on the commander to give the battle sign. Alright. Let's see. Select the commander champion to give the battle sign. This will only work if Ulio is near the battlefield to encourage his soldiers. Alright. So this will not be easy. Let's save first.
Team.
Hey, you, stay in line.
Charge!
Charge! Ulio died, so we have to reload this time. Alright, maybe I should do this on fast speed. Let's see.
Team.
Alright, maybe we should control Prince Ulio better.
Team.
But we'll have the
Riding dash.
defensive stance.
Team.
This would seem as better formation. Alright,
Team.
maybe I will rest at this few times, who knows, but let's focus on our task.
Charge!
Charge! Alright, let's restart again.
Team. Team. Устри. Team. Charge!
Let's slow down a bit. Mangonel, someone destroy the Mangonel. It's destroy the Mangonel. Alright, another time. Alright.
Устри. Правильно дальше. Team. Charge!
Charge! We have won the battle. This is not going to be good. All men gather here. What happened here? Oh, hello, father. hear you took over the command of this battle. Yes, father, but I won it. Won it. Let me count the survivors of your glorious battle. Not even 10 survivors. Are you completely crazy, son? You shall not play war anymore, Ulio. I shall send you to a monastery. The monks shall teach you to respect your father. 2 months later. Abbot, very well, Ulio. You know our principles are hard work and prayer. Ora et labora. As for the ora, you should not make such sour face when you sing with the friars. As for the labora, chop down this pine tree here. It takes all the light from my roof.
Амар Минду бэлэн байна.
Looks like Ulio is in trouble. Now grab your axe and go for it, Prince.
Мод чаа за. Тийм ээ.
Alright.
За. Зүйтэй. Зүйтэй мод чаа.
Ulio groans. Ulio must chop down the tree near the monastery and start peeling the wood in the lumber camp. He doesn't know yet that something will distract him soon. Alright, let's see. Another time. I will probably make this video with 2 versions, because if the battle ends good, the King Uluk has something different to say, so there will be more parts. Tut tut, my prince, your language resembles that of a peasant. Peasant! Like from the visitors. Jacouille. Welcome, my lady. Are you coming to make a confession? Yes, father. Monks with bulging eyes. Oh, hello, your ladyship. May the Lord bless all your ways. Abbot Redding, go away, you uncut fools. My lady, would you please follow me inside? Yes, father. After you.
Амар Минду.
Stop gaping, my prince, and get on with your work.
Тийм мод чаа.
It is more that like he's an army, not in the monastery. Ulio has 2 possibilities now. Either he continues chopping the tree or he has a good look around the place. Let's chop this tree. Ulio to himself, wait a minute, there is a hole under that tree.
Би бол зүйтэй.
Ulio might climb into the hole if he wants to.
Би бол
Ulio has climbed into the hole. Thank you, father. My pleasure. May the Lord always protect you, child. Goodbye, child. Ulio, have you finished that tree yet? My brothers, where is Ulio, and what is that hole in the ground? Meanwhile. Phew, where am I? Oh. As the horse ran over him, Ulio lost his consciousness. He heard voices from far away. Not back to the monks, he thought in the darkness. Please don't let me bring me back to the monks. One day later, at King Agiric's castle. What did you bring me, my daughter? An injured man? Yes, father. He ran into our carriage before we could stop. Almighty, Luana, do you know who your carriage knocked over? It is Prince Ulio, my arch-enemy's son. Guards! King Agiric gleefully. What shall I do with you, my prince? Father, please. What is it, Luana? You don't want me to spare my arch-enemy's son, do you, after all Ulu did to me? What good is there in slaying a helpless man? You should at least give him a fair chance. You shall have your will, daughter. I shall not have him executed. Instead, I shall grant him death with a weapon in his hand. Throw him into the dungeons and prepare a just. Oh boy. Later. When Ulio woke up, everything around him was cold and damp. Luana, whispering. Prince Ulio, a word with you. What is it? I feel guilty for bringing you here. My father wants you dead. Listen, my prince. Tomorrow there will be a just. They want you to lose, so they will give your opponent a sharper weapon. Start sweeping. You cannot win. Please do not cry, grimly. A sharper weapon, you say. Thank you for the warning. The other man had better handle his sharper weapon well. I shall pray for you. Ulio must survive. Ulio heard her footsteps fade away and lay down on the straw. So tomorrow he will have to face an opponent with a superior weapon. What to do? As he finally fell asleep, he had a weird dream. He saw a cat fighting a lion. The cat fled up on a mountain with the lion pursuing it. But the higher the cat climbed, the more it grew, and grew, and grew. As it reached the mountain top, the cat was so big that it overshadowed the valley. And as the giant cat turned around to face the lion, it let out a mighty roar, and suddenly the cat's head blurred, and Ulio looked into his own face. Morning. Just let the tournament begin. Defeat the other paladin in battle, but watch out, on even ground your opponent is slightly stronger than you. Save your game. Alright, let's save before duel. We have a hilltop here, so we'll have to use Put him back into the dungeon. I'm not going back into your filthy dungeon, Agiric. A hushed silence fell over the place. People looked upon Agirik, then on Ulio on his horse, who was bleeding profusely. Both men stared at each other. You would rather die, would you?
Yes.
Yes. You are my arch-enemy's breed, Ulio. Yet I am impressed by your courage. You have earned a chance to trade your life for your freedom. Open the fence. You shall leave this ground unharmed, but you'll be at mercy of my men as soon as you have gone beyond the fence. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Let's see. Cruel, cruel King Agirik. So, let's run.
Charge!
Bring Ulio back to his father's castle. Alright. Let's run. Let's save another time. Oh no, we are cornered. It is a difficult part, very, very difficult. Cornered another time. Alright, that's fine. This is going to be very difficult. Alright. Oh, this is our chance. No, no. Alright, we have a chance now. Alright, past the hardest part, so it will be an easier for this. Alright, we can escape for now. Let's That's safe. Alright, they are puzzled. Now we have the chance to escape. Oh boy. Run, Ulio, run. Blacksmith grabbing his hammer. Quickly, my prince, I'll try to hold them up. Oh boy. This is very, very hard. Alright, let's try this way. Quickly, my prince, I'll try to hold them up. But they're getting faster and faster and we can't escape. Alright. Okay, we can't go here. Quickly, my prince, I'll try to hold them up. Okay, we'll run away. We just have to be persistent. Alright, they're slightly puzzled. Alright, Ulio, run. Run. Prince Ulio is back. Oh boy, this was a hard pursuit. Ulio, I heard you fell into my arch-enemy's hands. I am so relieved to see you are alive. You look pale, father. Yes, my son. There has been a stinging pest in my chest for weeks. Stinging pain in my chest for weeks. It must be the chill in the castle. Will you put me back into the monastery now, father? No, actually, I'm proud of you, son. Ulf sat up in his bed, his chest shaking with another violent cough. His face was beaming as he pulled one of his doctors by the sleeve to get his attention. And then at the just, you know, Ulio said to Agirik. Uluk began and interrupted himself as usual, but let us have Ulio tell us himself. The ill king nodded to Ulio, as another fit of coughing made his body shake. My son, he said, my son. The physicians rolled their eyes, and one of them looked at Ulio with a strange smile. Oh, we are dying to hear that your son, said to Agirik. One of them said in a pressed voice, Please, your royal highness. For the first time, Ulio had gained his father's respect. Uluk's disease had forced him into his sickbed, and yet his eyes burned with the old, unforgiving wrath. He made Ulio repeat his story about the just and his escape dozens of times. At first, Ulio had been proud to repeat his story over and over again, but as it turned into a daily routine, he felt more and more awkward about it. Even Ulio's battle against Agiric's men, which had infuriated Ulug half a year ago, had suddenly become a heroic story that the ill king would repeat to everybody. Ulug seemed to be in a steady decline. Servants started talking behind the backs of their hands, and wenches were giggling in their corners. The formerly fearsome king was turning into a babbling old man. There had not been any skirmishes with Agiric's forces for weeks. Had Ulio's victory at the Just and his escape petrified the enemy king? Not likely. Or was Agiric preparing a great attack to deal the death blow to Ulug? There could not be any better moment for this. Ulug was fading, and his people shuffled through the muddy streets with dulled eyes. 35 years of war had drained people out of strength and courage. And yet, those were not the only thoughts brooding on Ulio's mind. He could not forget Luana's face and her tears when she had visited him in dungeon. Was this love? Yes, it had to be. What else could it be? So the next chapter is chapter 3, Triangle of Hate. This is going to be it for today, and I see you guys next time.